don't know.
John Beltran back with Ron Albo. Beat Diggers starting lineup tonight, which we'll bring to you, is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan, with locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush, available 24/7 for your banking needs. That is Equitable Savings and Loan. All right, the Beat Diggers go with Corbin Massey, Ryan Dunker, Trent Mount, Adrian Lopez, and Jose Campa is also in the starting lineup for the Beat Diggers. And that tells you one thing, Ron. Coaches want to shake things up because we haven't seen Campa all season.
No. So he's looking for a spark for this team. That big guy, hopefully under the basket, that can get a spark and get these guys going.
Keegan Pike in that backcourt along with Zach Hidalgo. He's the guy that killed the Beat Diggers a year ago, along with Jordan Morgan. And also starting for the hometown Frontier Academy Wolverines are Taylor Aguilar and Hunter Umholtz. And Aguilar, I believe, is only a sophomore. He had some clutch points against the Beat Diggers last year. Last year, Brush had a 1-point lead after 3 in an elimination game in the Patriot League tournament, and then it was a big fourth quarter for the Wolverines. Opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design, the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Umholtz will be jumping center with T-Money. I'm excited for this one, Ron. I think the Beat Diggers are going to come out strong. One of these inclinations, because they've had a couple of tough games here. The tip is controlled by Brush, and Ryan Dunker will set up the Beat Digger offense. On the high left to Trent Mount. At the top for Lopez. Back on the high right to Dunker. Straight away to Massey. Dribbles into the lane. And then his pass deflected off the right knee of Hidalgo out of bounds. You don't want to force things. Remember, we talked about turnovers too.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get anywhere from 12 or less for Brush. Mount to throw it in. Bounce pass into Campa, and he hooks it up and in with a right hand. How about that start?
And that's exactly what they were looking for when the ball got went out of bounds right after they were looking for Campa.
Here's Hidalgo on the left wing with a basketball straight away. Jump pass back out to Aguilar. Down low in the lane to Umholtz. He hooks off the glass and he misses, but the ball is tipped around, and Ryan Dunker has it for the Beat Diggers. Dunker dribbling out of traffic, swings it to Lopez. Lopez in the left corner for Mount. The 3 is up, and that's going to be short. And the ball is tipped around, and it's still loose. It's into the hands of T-Money off the deflection. Beat Diggers will reset on the outside left. Lopez back out to Dunker. On the high right to Massey in the corner. Chest pass to Lopez into the lane to Mount. Knocked away. He gets it back in the corner. Swings it back out to Lopez. Now to Ryan Dunker. On the outside right, now bounce pass over to Campa, back out to Lopez, off his hand, and he just didn't look that in. And Adrian's not happy with himself, and he shouldn't be, because that's simply a careless mistake.
Yeah, that was right in his hands. He just didn't concentrate on it.
2-0 Brush, a minute into the game. And here comes Taylor Aguilar. Aguilar on the outside left to Hidalgo, finds Morgan on the right side in the corner for Aguilar against T-Money. Lobs it at the top. That is Keegan Pike. Now the lob down low off Hidalgo's right hand out of bounds.
Boy, early in this game, turnovers are playing a big factor, and Frontier Academy not as settled down as you normally would like to see them.
And this game 1 year ago, Ron, didn't end pretty. Brush was down by like 12, put in some backups, and they were essentially dribbling out the clock. Hidalgo stole the ball and dunked it at the buzzer. It wasn't a good look. Here's the entry pass into Mount, left baseline to Campa. Campa dribbles, he spins, he hooks, and he misses, but he's fouled. Boy, that's a strong, aggressive move. He avoided the travel, and he goes to the line, and that foul was on Hunter Umholtz. I'm impressed by what Campa's done so far in the opening minute and a half.
Yeah, not showing any, not being intimidated one bit by Frontier Academy. He's just playing basketball and being consistent right now, being physical.
The free throw is off to the right, however. Second free throw is upcoming for Jose Campa. That one's up, and that one's beautiful. The Beat Diggers with the early 3-0 lead with 6:22 to go here in the opening quarter from Greeley. Taylor Aguilar behind his back, left of the lane with the basketball. Now retreats behind the three-point line over to Morgan. Morgan lob right side to Hidalgo. Hidalgo back out to Aguilar. Check that. That's Umholtz. Right side to Peak. To Pike make it. That's Keegan Pike. Pike now has it in the corner. Lob down low for Hidalgo. Ball poked out of bounds by Massey. And the Beat Diggers retained possession.
Boy, great job. Trent Mount under the basket, holding his own and being physical with that big guy.
Yeah, you've got to. Hidalgo to throw it in. Lobs it left side for Morgan. His shot is missed from three-point range. Hidalgo goes high for the rebound. It's deflected into the hands of Umholtz. He's fouled.
Right now it looks as though they're kind of getting Hidalgo a little frustrated. We had three guys on him at that time, causing a lot of chaos, and he got a little frustrated.
Well, he tore the Beat Diggers up last year. They remember that. I mean, you've got to get bodies on him. Corbin Massey commits the foul. Hidalgo to throw it into the left of the basket in the front court. Hidalgo looking, lobs it right corner. Aguilar can't take the three, lobs it to Hidalgo. He's double teamed to the right baseline, stripped by Dunker. Here comes Ryan Dunker out of the pack. Long pass to T-Money off his left hand out of bounds, a little bit too strong. And again, trading turnovers there. And it's still a 3-0 game, 5:44 remaining opening quarter.
Yeah, that situation, you've got to make that count. You've got to get the ball in bounds, and you've got to make sure you secure it and get it to the basket.
On the outside right, it's Jordan Morgan. Straight away to Aguilar. Left-handed dribble, swings it left side to Pike. Back out to Aguilar. Aguilar picks up his dribble, looking, spinning, lobs it near that left corner for Pike. He's double-teaming. Beat Diggers are double-teaming everybody. That means it's a quick rotation on defense. In the right corner, Aguilar. The three is good. He nails the three, but he was defended there by T-Money.
Just barely got it off before T-Money had a hand on it.
And the game is tied at 3. Straight away with the basketball is Dunker on the outside left. Bounce pass, left baseline to Campa, left of the lane. Tries to dribble out of traffic. Now T-Money, left wing three. That's a brick. He missed it badly. And the ball is loose, still loose. And it's picked up over there by Umholtz. Out of the pack with the basketball. The lob is going to be stolen there by Mount. Mount with a 2-on-1 all the way, and he had it stripped away. And now, what do we have in the backcourt? Not sure what was called there, unless it be Digger basketball. I guess they had some sort of traveling violation there.
Yeah, I couldn't see. We're at ground level, and it's away from us on the far end of the court.
Bounce pass to Lopez. Lopez with the basketball. Back out to Mount straight away. Here is Dunker. The three is up, and that's off to the right. Beat Digger still had a three from three-point range. We'll have to keep track of that. The long pass here is Keegan Pike, right baseline. Lob down low for Umholtz. He dribbles, he hooks, and he scores. Off the glass for Umholtz. Frontier Academy's got their first lead. It's 5-3 with 4:15 to go in the opening quarter. Ryan Dunker straight away, dribbling to his right. Dunker with the basketball. Picks up the dribble. And then the bounce pass for Mount underneath the basket. Back out to Massey. Then his entry pass is poked away. That's 4 turnovers. Then a steal by Lopez. Now here is Mount left baseline. And then he had the ball stripped from behind out of bounds. And all we're seeing right now, Ron, is a big old mess on both sides.
Yeah, it looks as though from the beginning of the game, the start of the game, we're not playing as calm and settled down as we were at the beginning of the game. We're letting the emotion right now kind of take over, and we're playing to their level, and it's not good.
Here is Mount scoring from about 12 feet away off the entry pass, and T-Money has tied the game at 5. The other way, left baseline, Hidalgo all the way, and a blocking foul on Mount. Went for the block. And to the line will be Zach Hidalgo. And he will shoot 2. Free throw by Hidalgo's in and out. Second free throw upcoming. Live in your world, learn in ours at Northeastern. For more information about Northeastern or classes available to you, go to njc.edu. Deadlocked at 5. Second free throw by the junior is around and in and out. That ball is tipped away, but it's into the hands of Armando Salcedo. Here comes Dunker the other way. No look pass down low for Ben Brown, but he's trapped over there. Gets it back out to Salcedo. Straight away to Mount. Mount looking for a pick from Campa. Swings it left side to Brown. Back on the high right to Dunker, holding the ball on his left hip. Dunker now to Brown with 3:24 to go. First quarter. Game deadlocked at 5. Left of the lane is Mount. He had it stripped away. Thought he was fouled. Here comes Frontier Academy the other way. Along the right side, Grant Shade with a basketball to Morgan. Spitting, hooking, traveling violation, no basket.
Boy, that was a nice move on the part of Shade, bouncing that to the baseline here and then taking a spin and putting it in the basket, but it was no good because of the travel.
Brush 5, Frontier Academy 5 on the scoreboard and in the turnover column.
Yep.
That's not good.
No.
On the outside left, Mount. Left of the lane to Brown. He's double teamed over there. Back out to Salcedo. Right side to Dunker. Dribbles into the lane, and then he's fouled. I'd say he squeezed in between two bodies and was able to draw the contact. Foul committed by Lucas Bowles. That's his first foul. Both teams with 2 fouls. And Ryan Dunker to shoot 2 for Brush.
Frontier Academy is doing a great job of coming off and trapping. And every time they get an opportunity, whoever has the ball, they're bringing 2 guys right away. They are quick on their feet.
First free throw is in. And Marcus Contreras is into the game. Second free throw in and out. Ball is out of bounds. That's off a Frontier. I mean, there's no doubt the B-Diggers are giving up size here. Frontier's all over the boards. But the B-Diggers have the 3-2 rebounding edge right now. Campa is out. Solid effort for him over the first 5 minutes of the game. And to throw it into Salcedo, left baseline to Perry, and now he is tied up. Yeah, you got to get rid of the ball. They double teamed him quickly, and that's going to go over to the Wolverines. Frontier Academy the other way with the basketball. On the outside right, Aguilar over to Morgan. Now to Aguilar in the right corner. Morgan wide open 3. It's short. And the rebound into the hands of Austin Perry. And he's tried to swing those arms so it doesn't get tied up again. Here's Dunker on the high left. 3 in the air. Contreras back rimmed it. And Zach Hidalgo grabs his first rebound for Frontier Academy. Dribbles it across the timeline. Bounce pass in the right corner for Bowles. Down low for Hidalgo. Right baseline double team. Back out to Bowles. Looking. Swings it to Morgan. He banks it in. He was left wide open on the backside. The B-Diggers are down by a point.
Yeah, Brush,
7-6.
Yeah, Brush got caught up on where the basket was and left him alone.
Dunker to Contreras. He misses. Rebound to Perry. He clutches and he throws up an air ball. And then the ball is grabbed by Lucas Bowles. The other way, here comes Frontier Academy. Bounce pass. Hidalgo down low to Morgan in the lane. Morgan swings it back out. 3 in the air. Good. And that is made by Lucas Bowles. And now the Frontier Academy Wolverines have a 10-6 lead. Outside left, Contreras with the basketball, and we've got a pushing violation. That could be on Lucas Bowles. That is. That's his second. It's a small gym, Ron, which means there's lots of energy in the building.
Yes, it is packed. Like I said, we're on ground level right at the end of the Beat Digger bench, and so the emotions are pretty high.
Lopez to Salcedo on the high right, dribbling right baseline, and then he's cut off over there, lost the basketball, got it back, right corner for Contreras, straight away, Mount 3 in the air, that's way off to the right, and the B-Diggers now sitting at 0 out of 4 from three-point range. They do get the rebound back, as T-Money at the basketball, back out to Lopez, or check that was Salcedo who grabbed the basketball. Here's Contreras. Back out to Mount, straight away to Lopez. Lopez crossover dribble into the lane, hooks it up and he missed it. And Lucas Bowles grabs his second rebound for Frontier Academy. And the Wolverines right now in a 5-1 run. Hidalgo on the outside right. Picks up his dribble, lob down low for Bowles. Here's Shade. Shade left in the lane. Bounce pass straight away for Aguilar. Right side for Morgan. Now with the basketball is Lucas Bowles. Guarded by Mount. 55 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And Frontier Academy up by 4. Free throw line. Hidalgo, and he misses from 15. And Trent Mount goes for the rebound. There's contact there. And it's going to be off of Mount out of bounds. I guess they're saying simultaneous contact, so no foul, since they were both going for the ball. And Ron, what we saw right in front of us was the definition of physicality.
You know, being courtside here, you really have an appreciation for the speed of the game right now and watching how quick Frontier Academy is moving up and down the court.
The Aguilar 3 is an air ball. Adrian Lopez has the basketball for Brush. Lopez left-handed dribble. The entry pass into Contreras, spinning in the lane. He's going to have to back it out. Salcedo 3. That's off the back of the rim. Ron 0 out of 5 from three-point range. And we mentioned that before. You don't have the outside shooting. They're just going to clog the lanes. And now an offensive foul. T-Money took the contact. And that is foul number 3 on Lucas Bowles.
He'll look to go sit in the bench for a while.
That's also turnover number 7. The Beat Diggers have 5, all unofficial totals. Into the game now is Michael Rutledge for Frontier. He'll be in there for a while, or Lucas Bowles will just be out for a while.
Dunker's checking back in for Contreras. Contreras will take a seat for a little while. Get Dunker back on the court again.
Lopez pressured, lob into the front court to Mount. Mount with a 3-on-3. Bounce pass in the left baseline is Salcedo. Salcedo's going to have to back it out. Left corner, Mount 3 is up. Good! They finally hit a 3. 1 out of 6 in the quarter. Team Money's got 5. 8 seconds to go. Brushed down by 1. Morgan with the basketball with 5. Dribbling against Salcedo on the outside right to Aguilar with 2. Aguilar steps in, 17-footer short. And that's the end of the opening quarter with the score. Frontier Academy 10, Rush 9. It's a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with Ron Albo at Frontier Academy High School in Greeley. Let's start the second quarter. The Beat Diggers trail the Wolverines 10-9. Ryan Dunker with the basketball. Crossover dribble right of the lane. Nearly traveled, and he did, yeah. I thought there was a shuffling of the feet there.
No, he had the ball. He traveled. That was pretty easy. And you can see some of the frustration on Dunker's face right now.
Dunker, Lopez, Mounts, Massey, and Campa for Brush. The 5 starters in there. Hidalgo was fouled by Dunker. And that's not a good foul behind the three-point line. I didn't think there was much contact, but it was called. That's the team's 3rd foul. Rylan Akins in there for Frontier Academy. So it's Akins, Shade, Pike, Hidalgo, and with the basketball is Michael Rutledge. Rutledge on the outside right against Dunker. Lobs it right of the lane to Akins. Here is Pike to Akins. He hooks and he misses. And the rebound is into the hands of Adrian Lopez. That's his 2nd. Long pass left baseline to Comp, and he traveled, and the Beat Diggers have now turned it over 7 times.
Yep, and that's, it's just it's mistakes. They've got to calm down. They've got to get settled down and play some disciplined basketball.
Frontier Academy, that pass, Dunker nearly stripped it away, but it's taken by Rutledge off the errant pass. Swinging it left side is Akins. Akins with the basketball, double team to Hidalgo, left baseline all the way, and looked like he was fouled. Boy, that's a late whistle. He was fouled. He'll go to the line, but I'm surprised it was called by the back official there. It'll be 2 free throws for Hidalgo. Might have been a clean block, but there was some contact because his body was contorting a bit. And the foul was committed by Jose Campa. That's his 1st.
Yeah, it almost looked to me like Campa maybe grabbed the back of his jersey as he was going up.
And Hidalgo's really struggled from the line. He's 0 out of 3. Second free throw upcoming for the junior. He bends, he shoots, and it's in and out. And the ball is tipped into the hands of Campa. He's 0 out of 4 for the line, his 1st rebound. Now to Dunker, overhead pass to Mount. Beat Diggers can take the lead, a minute plus into the second. Campa right baseline, back out to Team Money. Mount straight away to Lopez. Lopez guarded by Rutledge on the left side to Massey. Hands it off to Dunker against Rylan Akins. Dunker dribbling, spinning left. He's fading, shooting, and throwing up a brick off the side of the backboard. And Keegan Pike grabs a rebound. That's an ugly-looking miss. The other way with the basketball is Rutledge. Rutledge to Hidalgo. Hidalgo double team. Tries to dribble out of traffic. Picks up his dribble. There is Grant Shade with the basketball left of the baseline. And then down low for Hidalgo. And he scoops it up and then he was wide open. Hidalgo scored. 12-9 Frontier Academy.
Yeah, no answer for Hidalgo at this time right now. We cannot man up with him.
Pass to Massey inside, down low for Campa. He hooks it in. Scoops it in with the right hand. Beautiful feed by Corbin Massey. The Beat Diggers down by 1 once again, 12-11, approaching the 6-minute mark. Shade, left wing 3, yes. Grant Shade drills the triple. And the Wolverines now lead by 4, 15-11. Dunker, front court pass to Massey. Massey, cross court in the lane to Lopez. He's fouled, and he was fouled over there by Keegan Pike. That's his 1st. It's the team's 5th. The Beat Diggers with 14 fouls.
There was lots of force on that. Pike was coming in, and so was the other guy was coming. They both hit each other hard.
Dunker throws up an air ball on the 3. And it's taken away by Frontier Academy. Hidalgo with the basketball. On the outside right to Shade. Bounce pass near the right corner to Pike. Pike with a dribble, backs it out to Hidalgo. It's a 5-on-4. Massey fell behind. Now in the left corner, Shade, another 3. And that's going to be off the side of the backboard. Lopez tips the ball out of bounds. Should stay with front. Oh, no, it's going to go to. Well, that's
Brush.
a bad call because he clearly tipped it right in front of us. But Lopez tried to sell the call that it wasn't him who tipped it or that it went off a Wolverine. That's very smart thinking. So Brush basketball on the high right, Campa. Campa, right of the lane to Dunker. He spins and he traveled.
Yeah, he's not smooth, and that's 2 times he's got called on traveling on some of those moves. You know, when he's got lots of traffic there, you got to bounce that ball back out to somebody else.
Well, it's pretty obvious what he's trying to do in certain respects, but there was nothing there, quite frankly.
No.
You don't want to force it. Ben Brown is into the game. The Bay Diggers now have 8 turnovers, 7 committed by Frontier Academy, but none in this quarter, so they've cleaned up their game after those 7 in the first quarter. Aguilar across the timeline against Ben Brown, maintains the dribble, back out to Hidalgo. Now to Aguilar on the right side, double team, jump pass Hidalgo, and then down low for Morgan. Gets his body in the air and scores off the glass for Jordan Morgan. That's twice in the backside. You've had a Wolverine open, and all of a sudden they lead 17-11. Massey all the way, puts up a shot partially blocked out of bounds. Now the Bee Diggers have got to score here. Down by 6, nearly midway through the second quarter. Salcedo to throw it in. That's a lob near the outside towards Brown. It's taken away by Akins, and he'll lay it up and in. Off the Bee Digger turnover timeout. A full timeout called by Tyrone Whipple. 4 turnovers for Brush, none for Frontier Academy in the quarter. And as a result, a 1-point Frontier Academy lead is up to 8 with a 7-0 run. And it's the word mistakes that you used before, and obviously it applies here.
Yeah, with Frontier Academy, they've settled into their game, and they're available. They're able to shoot baskets from the three-point line. They're able to set up stuff underneath, dish it off to the big guys, take advantage of it, and put the ball in the basket. That's killing Brush right now. They're losing track of some of the key players as they're coming down there and not knowing where they're at, giving them a free open shot.
Timeout brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance, Home Auto Life and Health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. They do great work over there. 842-4555. Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. The Bee Diggers break the huddle with Ben Brown, Trent Mount, Corbin Massey, Jose Campa, and Armando Salcedo. It'll be Brush ball. Yeah, I know that Coach Whipple wants to see the team score, but to give Frontier Academy some of the points they've given them here in the last couple of minutes, it's unacceptable, which is why he called the timeout. Hidalgo, Aguilar, Akins, Morgan, and Umholtz back into the game for the Wolverines. Straight away, Salcedo, left-handed dribble. He's trapped over there. Bounce pass on the left baseline. Penetrating is Trent Mount, and he banks and misses. And that's a strong rebound into the hands of Hunter Umholtz. That's his third. They could go up by double digits. Akins in the right corner, lobs it right baseline for Umholtz. Tipped away. Nice play there by the Bee Diggers as Trent Mount comes away with the basketball. Turnover number 8 for Frontier Academy. On the outside left, Massey, left of the lane, back out to Mount. He fakes, he dribbles left of the lane, had the ball stripped away, and it's another turnover for Brush. Bee Diggers don't have lanes to dribble into. They're getting their hands in there. Aguilar back out to Morgan on the right side to Akins, right corner for Umholtz. And nothing is hitting the floor. They're not even dribbling. They're just passing it around, trying to get this offense going. Morgan, 3, good in the left corner for Jordan Morgan. And right now it's a massive run for Frontier Academy. They're on a 10-0 run. They lead by 11, 22-11. 3.5 to go. Second quarter, Mount turns and he misses, but there's a foul. He got him on the head.
Yeah, his hand came down and slapped Mount right as he released the basketball. You know, talking about as far as Brush's opportunities to shoot the ball, it's almost like Frontier Academy is just squeezing this floor down. They're giving him no place to go with that basketball, no alleys and no lanes open at all.
And the free throw is good. Ron, and that's because if you're not hitting a 3, you're 1 out of 7 from 3. Why respect anything down low?
You're right.
Let them shoot from the outside all they want. You can't hit 14% and expect to have anything open down low. Second free throw by Mount is short, and the rebound into the hands of Jordan Morgan. 22-12. The Bee Diggers trail by 10. 3:24 to go before the break. And Akins is fouled, and that'll be the 15th foul. Ben Brown got him.
Gosh, those are fouls that you just cannot have in a game like this. You give those up, you either change possession or you send a guy to the free throw line. In this instance, it's a possession. Now they got a free, toss in with the basketball from the sidelines. You just can't do that.
And the inbounds pass to be thrown in by Morgan. Right baseline for Hidalgo. Hidalgo into the lane. Jump pass back out to Morgan. Left corner for Pike, now to Morgan. Morgan dribbles into the lane, backs it out. Akins, three. It hits nothing but glass. And speaking of glass, Adrian Lopez grabs his third board. Lopez in the right corner for Salcedo. Here is the three from Brown. He back rimmed it, 1 out of 8 from three-point range. Jordan Morgan grabs his second rebound. Morgan to Aguilar, swings it right baseline. Pike, little 12-footer, good. Made by Keegan Pike. The lead is a dozen, 24-12, 2:47 to go. Here's the Mount three, and that one is well short. Rebound to Aguilar. Aguilar with a 2-on-2. Right baseline to Morgan. Morgan steps up from 14, and he bricks it. Adrian Lopez grabs his fourth rebound. Coming the other way is Brush. Dunker at the top with 2.5 to go. Dribbles to his left behind the three-point line. Back out to Lopez. Long three is good for Adrian Lopez. B-Diggers needed that one in a big way, but they're still down by 9 here. 24-15. Akins on the outside right. Back out to Morgan. Morgan back in the high left to Aguilar. Now in the left corner taken by Akins, and he had his foot on the end line, and that's turnover number 10. Check it, number 9 for Frontier Academy, and Corbin Massey is in for Ben Brown. But even making that three, we're still talking 20% from three-point range. Got to get it at least somewhere in the 30s, Ron, and then you'll gain some respect. And you got to hit 2 in a row.
Yeah, you've got to, and like you said earlier, Frontier Academy's giving them all those three-point shots because there's no kind of threat in the middle.
On the outside right, the Dunker three is short, and the rebound controlled by Taylor Aguilar. Aguilar by himself. He's got a 4-on-3. Hidalgo jump pass down low, and then there's a foul. Keegan Pike was fouled on the floor. No free throws. I think T-Money got him. Let's see, they haven't posted it yet. Nope, Adrian Lopez instead. Both teams will be in the penalty from here on out with 1:49 to go in the second. Brush is only down by 9. Hidalgo to throw it in. To Shade, and he puts up a long one, left baseline, no good, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Morgan. And to throw it in will be Trent Mount. And here comes Adrian Lopez the other way for Brush. He's had a strong rebounding half. Straight away to Dunker with the basketball, now to Massey. Massey against Shade, picks up his dribble. Back out to Salcedo. Now straight away to Adrian Lopez. Left of the lane. Jump pass to Mount. He penetrates left baseline. He leans. He shoots. He scores. And a foul. And Trent Mount to the line. And Brush to within 7.
Not a bad shot on the part of Trent Mount there, and being able to use that baseline there and clear himself out and get up and put the basket in. They need something like that to get this team back on track again.
Taylor Aguilar commits the foul. The B-Diggers are in a 5-0 run, and they're back in the game.
Yep.
They're about to cut the lead in half if he makes the free throw. From 12 to 6, the free throw is good. Mount now with 9 points in the game. That leads the B-Diggers. They're down 24-18. Aguilar the other way. Left baseline to Morgan all the way. He banks, scores, and he's fouled by Massey. Massey should have let him go. He had no shot to make a play there.
Yeah, and he's out, man. This guy's a big physical ball player. He's got great hops, and that is just a bad mistake on the part of Massey. And he knows it. He's shaking his head. He knows it. He's frustrated. He's upset.
And Morgan now has 9 points, matching Mount's total. And this free throw is off the back of the rim. Nice job by Corbin Massey blocking out for the rebound there. Massey over to Dunker. 1:12 to go in the second. Long three is off the back of the rim. And that was missed by T-Money. Here comes Aguilar away with the basketball to Hidalgo. Bounce pass to Pike. Left corner, Shade. Shot is off the back of the rim. And Trent Mount goes high for the rebound for the B-Diggers. On the outside right to Dunker. Brushed down by 8. Dunker all the way. Reverse layup is up. Oh, he put too much spin on it. And into the hands of Hidalgo with a rebound. Hidalgo on the outlet. With the basketball, Shea, jump pass, and we got a foul. Dunker took an offensive foul in the backcourt even before the jump pass in the front court. The offensive foul was on Grant Shade. Nice job by Dunker, because if they don't call that foul there, they've got probably an easy shot or a layup.
Yep, definitely. So
Ron, Brush scores here, man. You're down 5 or 6 points.
Yep, we're back in
you
the game.
made so many mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Lopez to Dunker. Dunker with 38 seconds to go on the outside right to Salcedo, well behind the three-point line. Penetrates right baseline, gets a defender in the air, cross court. That three is going to be well short, missed by Dunker. Lopez with a rebound, back to Dunker, penetrating left baseline. And then we've got a whistle and a foul. That foul's on
25.
Yeah, okay, I think it was somebody else, but it's on Jordan Morgan. And Ryan Dunker with a 1-and-1. Free throw is around and good.
Good.
26-19. I think I had misread that a second ago, thinking it was a 25. But And that one's up and in. Second free throw is good. The B-Diggers are only down by 6, 26-20. Frontier Academy will work for the final shot. Aguilar with 15, now to Morgan with 13. Morgan picks up his dribble with 10. Hidalgo has the basketball straight away. Hidalgo right of the lane. Now we got 5 seconds to go. Here's Aguilar straight away to Hidalgo with 2 seconds to go. And then he's fouled, with 1.2 seconds remaining. And that's going to be Dunker with his second.
And it's sad it has to come at 1.2 seconds to go in the first half, but that's just how it works out sometimes. So. Brush has got to feel pretty good right now, only being down by 6, considering where this game was starting to get out of hand real early, and they were able to settle things back down again and make some shots that counted.
Hidalgo's free throw is in and out. He's 0 out of 5 from the line. Mount grabs the rebound, and that's the end of the opening half. Well, they've been helped out by, quite frankly, terrible free throw shooting. Frontier Academy 0 out of 6 in the opening half. Let's take a 3-minute break. We're at halftime in Greeley with the score. Frontier Academy 26 and the Brush B-Diggers 20. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's begin the second half. The B-Diggers trail Frontier Academy 26-20. Zach Hidalgo to throw it in. Out there with Taylor Aguilar, Keegan Pike, Hunter Umholtz, and Jordan Morgan in the backcourt to Aguilar. The B-Diggers counter with Corbin Massey, Jose Campa, Trent Mount, Ryan Dunker, and Adrian Lopez. Left of the lane, Hidalgo in the left corner to Pike. Lobs it down low. Hidalgo, he turns. He's double teamed. Kicks it back out to Morgan. Left of the lane, in the lane. Scoops it up and he misses. And the rebound into the hands of Campa. Long pass out of bounds. Intended for Massey. Turnover number 11 for Brush.
See, those kind of turnovers are uncalled for. You've got to know where you're putting that ball when you're going down court with it. Just can't throw it up.
Well, there was a small window to begin with. Morgan bounce pass to Hidalgo. Dribbling left of the lane, in the lane. Scoops it up, partially blocked over there by T-Money. Here come the B-Diggers away with the basketball. Dunker. At the top, bounce pass outside right. Mount, 3 in the air. Yes! Trent Mount scores from 3. He's got 12, and the B-Diggers now trail by only 3, 26-23. 7 minutes to go in the third. Umholtz back out to Morgan. Right baseline, bounce pass down low. Hidalgo, shot is blocked out of there by Campa. Taken away by Lopez. I'm telling you what, now the B-Diggers are playing some solid defense. Dunker straight away to Lopez. B-Diggers can tie it with a 3. Adrian left-handed dribble, left corner for Dunker. Dunker dribbling left of the lane, left corner, Mount another 3. T-Money again! You got to hit 4 to 5 threes in this half, and the B-Diggers have 2 from Trent Mount. He's got 15, and Brush is on a 14-2 run after being down by 12. Hidalgo on the high left with a basketball on the outside right. Here is Jordan Morgan against Mount straight away. Aguilar left-handed 3. Yes. Taylor Aguilar scores his first points of the game. 29-26 Frontier Academy. 6:07 to go in the third. Adrian Lopez over to Trent Mount on the right side. Mount straight away to Lopez on the outside left with the basketball. Here is Dunker. Dunker to Mount, and we've got an illegal screen set by Ryan Dunker. Offensive foul against the Bee Diggers, and for Dunker, his third foul. But you can see Mount running all over the court, just trying to run around picks and screens to get wide open.
Yeah, and as soon as he gets there, he takes a shot right away. He's not wasting any time once he gets that ball in his hands.
Dunker is out with 3 fouls. Salcedo is in. Aguilar with the basketball. He just nailed a tie-breaking 3 moments ago. Aguilar pushed off on Massey. No whistle. Left to the lane. Here's Morgan. Pulls up straightaway shot. Back rimmed it from 10. But he gets the rebound. Wasn't blocked out. Back out to Hidalgo. Swings it right side. Now down low is Umholtz. Umholtz hooks it up and in. Right off the glass for Umholtz. 31-26. Frontier Academy's in a 5-0 run. 5:23 to go, third quarter. Lopez in the high left. Cross court to Mount. Trent Mount straight away to Salcedo. Into the lane, back out to Mount. Right wing 3. That's going to be an air ball, but Campa's got it. And then Campa dribbled the ball off his foot out of bounds.
And the fans are announcing it's an air ball, just in case you didn't know that.
Well, the issue there is,
yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily say that when we're down in the game.
Yep.
Hidalgo into Morgan, 31-26 Frontier Academy. Morgan across the timeline on the outside right to Aguilar. Aguilar against Massey, gets a pick from Pike, pulls up his shot, is around and off to the right, and the ball is tipped out of bounds off a Bee Digger. It hung on the rim for Aguilar. Here comes Ben Brown, and he's into the game for Corbin Massey. And look at all the size, Ron, that Frontier Academy's got. I mean, the Bee Diggers look small out there. Here's Morgan back out to Aguilar. Now to Hidalgo, left to the lane, straight away Aguilar fakes a 3. Hidalgo with the basketball against Trent Mount, spins, back out to Morgan. He steps in, little 10-footer, good. It's a 7-0 run for Frontier Academy. They lead by that many. 33-26, 4:35 to go, third quarter. Lopez straight away. Lopez dribbles into the lane. Lopez hooks it up, and he back rimmed it, and the ball is into the hands of Hunter Umholtz, his 4th rebound. There's the outlet on the right side with the basketball. Back out to Morgan. Now Aguilar, 3 is no good. And Trent Mount had the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Hidalgo. And it will be Bee Digger basketball. And to throw it in is Salcedo. Into T-Money. Trent Mount on the right side. Cross-court pass to Lopez. Straight away, here's Ben Brown. Right of the lane, bounce pass, and we've got a timeout. 30-second timeout called by head coach Tyrone Ripple. Brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. There for you and your family. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call. 842-4555. Bee Diggers trail by 7. Here at the midway point of the third quarter. And thanks to Taylor Aguilar's 3, along with 2s by Hunter Umholtz and Jordan Morgan. The team that wins tonight will record its 9th victory of the season. We are straight up at 8 o'clock. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Weldona, and KSIR.com. I'm John Beltran with Ron Albo. And to throw it in will be Trent Mount in the front court to the left of the basket. Now with the basketball. Still looking right corner for Lopez. He's double teamed. He better throw it off of Wolverine, and instead the ball stripped away. There's a tie-up. And possession arrow is pointing where? Stays with Brush. And to throw it in will be Lopez. Lobs it towards Trent Mount, picked off by Morgan. Morgan all the way, left-handed layup up and in. Careless pass by Lopez. Turnover number 13 for Brush. It's a 9-0 run. Dunker getting ready to check back in. Mount straight away to Lopez. Left side for Brown. Brown at the top with the basketball. On the high right to Trent Mount. Mount maintains the left-handed dribble. Mount just beyond the timeline. 3.5 to go. Swings it left side for Lopez. At the free throw line for Brown. Bounce pass left baseline to Campa. Campa spins. He's got to back it out and does to Lopez. Now to Salcedo, right of the lane. Then nearly had it stripped away. Ben Brown's got it. Back to Lopez on the outside left of Mount. Mount looking down low, swings it left corner for Campa. Back out to T-Bunny. 3:10 to go in the third. Bead Diggers trailing 35-26. Ben Brown into the lane, puts it up and around it, no good, off to the right from 5 feet away. Taya for the rebound, possession arrow, Frontier Academy. Brown and Umholtz were right there. And now the Wolverines can go up by double digits. Grant Shade is back into the game. And here comes Frontier Academy with Taylor Aguilar. Aguilar with a crossover dribble on the left side for Hidalgo. Hidalgo steps to the free throw line, picks up the dribble in the left corner. The lob for Bowles. Down low, Hidalgo, reverse layup up and in off the glass. And all of a sudden, it's an 11-0 run. A game of runs. The Bead Diggers were down 12, tied the game, now down 11. 2.5 to go in the third. Dunker to Mount, 15-footer, way short. Bowles grabs the rebound, long pass to Hidalgo. Hidalgo pulls up, right wing three, in and out. And the rebound into the hands of Jose Campa, brush. That's his fifth on the outlet to Dunker. Dunker right baseline against Bowles, dribbles, and then he traveled. Yeah, Ryan Dunker just forced the issue there. And Gunnar Guzman makes an appearance here with just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Excuse me.
And just to confirm it again, John, the height advantage of Frontier Academy right now is just killing the Brush Bead Diggers.
Yep, Hidalgo left baseline all the way off the glass and in. What a move along the baseline for Hidalgo. He's got 6. It's a 13-0 run. This game was tied at 26 after Mount's second three. Brown in the left corner, dribbles left of the lane, bounce pass to Dunker. Dunker backs up, can't take that three. Hidalgo right there. Now to Brown. Excellent defense by Frontier Academy with 1:37 to go in the third. In the left corner for Dunker. Dunker bounce pass to Mount, pulls up from 10, around and good. Mount's got the only points for Brush in the quarter. He's got 8, 17 in the game. That stops the 13-0 run. 39-28. Bowles left of the lane, swings it back out to Hidalgo, right baseline. He leans, then he had the shot block stuck in his hand. It'll be Brush basketball as the possession arrows pointing their way. It equates to a jump ball.
Boy, Ben Brown planned that perfectly. As he went up, Ben went up with him, put his hand right on the basketball, and pretty much just stopped Hidalgo like midway in the air there and had that ball knocked out of his hands.
Jordan Morgan is back in along with Michael Rutledge for Frontier Academy. The lob into Ryan Dunker. Dunker against Taylor Aguilar with 1:08 remaining in the third. Frontier Academy 39, Brush 28. Near the top to Brown. Man, this defense, this man-to-man is so good by Frontier Academy. I mean, they're right on top of the Bead Diggers. Ryan Guzman with a pick. And then he has the ball slip off his hands off the entry pass from Mount. Brush with their 15th turnover. We've got 48 seconds to go. Right baseline. Michael Rutledge against Salcedo. Lobs it down low for Shade. Bounce pass, and the shot from the left baseline is missed by Bowles. And Salcedo has the rebound. There's the outlet to Dunker. Long pass to Brown. And then Brown tried to save it in. And the ball's tipped around, and it's taken away by Frontier Academy and Aguilar. Here is Bowles leaning, and he scores, but an offensive foul as Dunker took the contact. Nice job by Ryan Dunker.
Ryan Dunker just standing there holding his ground, willing to take that foul.
25.9 to go. And Brown, when he caught that ball, had an easy trailer here, but never saw him, and that's another issue that the Bead Diggers have at times, not seeing the whole floor.
Yeah, they're not aware of who's open and who's not open on the floor.
And you got to make decisions so quickly in this game. Ben Brown dribbling right baseline against Rutledge, hands it off to Guzman. Guzman in the corner, back out to Salcedo. Right wing three is in and out. And the rebound into the hands of Taylor Aguilar of Frontier Academy. Long pass to Jordan Morgan in the corner. Long three is no good. And the ball is tipped up and in! At the buzzer by Dylan Kraus, making his first appearance in the game.
Dylan Kraus and Armando Salcedo both went up at the same time. Armando thought he was going to be able to tip the ball out of there, and Kraus just took his hand and just slapped the ball right into the basket.
Let's take a 30-second break. We played 3 quarters with the score. Frontier Academy 41, Brush 28. This is 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers need a huge fourth quarter if they're looking to avoid their 6th straight loss and 7th in the last 8 games of John Beltran with Ron Albo. They trail here in Greeley 41-28. And the Wolverines have the basketball first. And the lob down low here for Hidalgo. He's fouled.
Corbin Massey, I think, had the foul on that one.
Yep. Or no, they got Lopez
Lopez,
instead.
Yep.
And to the line will be Zach Hidalgo. And the free throw is no good. He hasn't made a free throw tonight, Ron. But it really hasn't mattered here.
Yeah, he's made up for in other areas of the game tonight.
Second free throw is good. 42-28. The wrestling team lost to Platte Valley in a close one, 36-33. Brush Girls did win 52-21 over Frontier. Mounted the lane all the way. Dipsy-do, but he missed it. On the reverse, Zach Hidalgo grabs the rebound for Frontier Academy. Hidalgo right corner, Shade, 3 in the air, yes.
Shade makes those look so easy every time he's put up those 3-point shots.
Yep. 45-28. There's Trent Mount the other way. Swings it on the left side to Lopez. Now to Dunker. Dunker into the lane all the way. Scoops it up too strong. And the rebound is into the hands of Michael Rutledge. And I hate to say it this early, but this game is over. Right corner, Shade, another 3. That's an air ball. It's out of bounds. Bee Digger basketball.
That was one of the few times that Dunker had an open lane to drive through in the basket, and of course we didn't capitalize on it. So those opportunities aren't there very often, but when they're there, we've got to take advantage and get that basket in the hoop.
We're back to the issue now of offense. The Bee Diggers scoring just 28 points in the first 25-plus minutes of basketball. And the Lopez 3 is around and good. Adrian Lopez doesn't take many shots, but he's made 2 threes. He's got 6, brushed to within 14. With 6:39 to go. And then Dunker with a steal. Dunker with a steal of Kraus. Dunker all the way. Lights it up and in. Ryan Dunker. Coast to coast. He's got 5. Rushing a 5-0 run. They're down by 12. In the right corner, Rutledge. Back out to Morgan. Morgan dribbles by Mount. Pulls up from 15. Yes.
You know, just a second there, Dunker caught Frontier Academy kind of taking a little bit of time off, was able to steal that basket, take it the length of the court, and put in 2 points. But just that quick, Frontier Academy comes right back down the court, puts up a shot. All of a sudden, it's back 47-33.
And Jamie Wood, the Frontier Academy coach, called a timeout, sensing that Brush was making a run, even after a made basket. Good timeout. Changed the tempo of the game a little bit. As head coach Tyrone Whipple meeting with his team here, trying to get something from the offense, which has been productive here for the past 30 seconds, but they need a lot more than that in order to get back into the game. They were down by 12, went on a 14-0 run, tied the game early in the third, but then Frontier Academy rattled off the next 13 points, and they haven't looked back, quite frankly.
Nope, they've pretty much set the tone of the game at that point, and they've been very aggressive on defense. They're very physical. They're keeping Brush away from the basket. And as physical as they are, they're just that quick. When they're able to move in on when whoever gets the ball, they're able to trap them right away, force them to get that basketball out quick, and make a bad decision.
Shows you how good Sterling is. Sterling came here and beat them by about 25 points a few weeks ago. They handled Frontier Academy.
Yep. Wonder what the update is on that score.
I will find out here momentarily. Here's Ryan Dunker with a basketball. Dunker against Hidalgo, and then had the ball stripped away, then poked out of bounds by Hidalgo.
Boy, student section, cheering section, they're very confident with their Frontier Academy Wolverines.
Campa has a shot blocked there by Umholtz. He got all ball, but they're going to call a foul, maybe something with the body. I certainly didn't see anything across the wrist, Ron, but we'll take it here.
Yep. We'll get a chance to see Campa again at the free throw line.
And he will shoot a deuce. First free throw is up and in.
Nice shot, good release.
Free throw is good, and I don't know what these students are doing right behind the basket.
Yeah, I don't know. Referee's moving them out of there. They don't need to be there.
47-34. Sterling leads Resurrection Christian 40-32 in the third in Sterling. And the second free throw is up and in. So 72 combined points and a half. Ron, we just got by 72 here a while ago.
Yep.
47-35. Morgan lobs it right side to Umholtz. Swings it right baseline to Keegan Pike. Pike left-handed dribble back out to Aguilar against Mount. Jump pass right corner Pike. And we got a whistle. And Campa commits the foul. Away from the basketball. That'll be his second. B-Diggers with 3 team fouls. Frontier with 2. Hidalgo, right baseline to Morgan. Pulls up from 10. Throw up an air ball. Adrian Lopez has his 7th board for Brush. Lopez at the top, in the lane. Back out Salcedo. Salcedo looking. Back out to Trent Mount. Mount right wing 3. That's well short. Jordan Morgan grabs the rebound. Morgan with his 4th. There's the outlet to Aguilar. Aguilar dribbles well with both hands. On the right baseline is the ball is knocked out of bounds there. It was taken by Pike off the entry pass there to Umholtz. Off of Brush. And to throw it in will be Zach Hidalgo. 47-35. The B-Diggers trail by 12. 5:14 to go. Down low for Morgan. He banks and scores in the lane. That was too easy. Morgan was 17. The lead is 14. Dunker straight away. Here is Lopez. The 3 is off the back of the rim and off to the right. Rebound secured by Umholtz. Ball knocked out of bounds by Salcedo. And it will be Frontier basketball. Campa is out. And Austin Perry is in.
Coach Whipple called a timeout there. He's going to have a substitute, like you said, with having Perry come in, but it's a good time to talk to the team, kind of tell them what they need to do, what he expects from them, hopefully get them to get more in the rhythm here in offense and see if they can put the basketball in the hoop.
Brought to you by Greg Mullen, State Farm Insurance, 842-45-55. And for the B-Diggers, they've got to look for solutions to their offense. They'll play on Tuesday. They won't play for another week. But if they don't win their final 2 games after tonight, it'll be a losing regular season record going into the district tournament. And it's kind of hard to find your way at that point when you've been losing basketball games late in the regular season.
Yeah, your confidence going into that type of game, you've got to have some good confidence. And right now, if that is the case, things don't look very good for them. Their confidence has got to be shaken, and it's going to be awful hard to get them pulled together to be able to pull out a win.
Hidalgo, Pike, Morgan, Umholtz, and Aguilar for Frontier Academy. The B-Diggers with Salcedo, Mount, Lopez, Dunker, and Perry. Inbounds pass to Aguilar. Dribbles across the timeline. Dribbles by 2. Down low for Pike. He traveled. Only 4 turnovers in the second half for Frontier. The B-Diggers have 6, but none in this quarter.
Nope.
But again, they've got 14 points to make up, and the offense has been totally inconsistent. Dunker straight away on the outside, left to Lopez, who's nailed 2 threes. Bounce pass into the lane to Mount, back out to Perry. Perry to Dunker. Dunker will reset the offense. Swings it left side to Lopez. Straight away with the basketball. Mounts in the lane, and then he is tripped up and fouled as he tried to put the shot up. He will shoot 2. Well, there was a clear attempt that he wanted to get it off, and his wrist was being held down. That's why the fans don't understand that call.
Yeah, and I think it was on Umholtz. Is that right, 34?
Taylor Aguilar commits the
okay.
second foul. And the Mount free throw is in the air, and that's perfect. Yeah, Team Money is very good form. He's got 18. He's got half of Brush's points.
Yeah.
Second free throw is up and around and no good. And the rebound grabbed by Umholtz. That should have been a travel. Well, Perry made some contact, but I think he was trying to box Perry out so much that he lost control of his own feet. I mean, they're calling the foul on Perry. I'm not sure that's the right call. Because Perry kind of pulled the chair a little bit. In the backcourt to Aguilar, 49-36, and he lost the basketball, and Salcedo had it knocked out of bounds. It should be brush ball. It is. That's a turnover by Frontier Academy, their 15th. But again, without being able to score on back-to-back-to-back possessions, to make a comeback is very, very difficult and challenging for the Bead Diggers. Mounts has been the money man for the outside along with Lopez.
And you have Mount scoring 18 points, but you got to have help from the rest of your team.
Dunker back out to Team Money. Trent Mount dribbles left to the line, left corner, Salcedo 3. There you go for Armando. It's down to a 10-point game. The Bead Diggers have shaved 7 points off the lead, 49-39. Aguilar in the lane, no look to Umholtz, and he's fouled by Mount. And to the line will be Hunter Umholtz, and Mount had to commit that foul, not with an easy layup.
Yeah, and Mount he's been the physical force now. He's been the guy the last couple times bringing it down the court and putting it up in the basket, and then playing physical defense underneath the boards.
The free throw by Umholtz is up and in. Second free throw upcoming with the Bead Diggers down by 11 with an even 4 minutes to go. That one's up, and that one is good. Frontier Academy 51, Brush 39.
Umholtz is out of the game now. He checks out.
And Ryland Akins is in.
Ben Brown comes in for Adrian Lopez.
And Frontier Academy will apply the pressure. Mount to Dunker. Dunker into the front court. He's fouled by Akins. That's a good call.
Oh, now a technical on Dunker.
Yep.
No reason for that at all. That was uncalled for.
Yep.
Foul was called.
Yeah, he kind of leaned his left shoulder in there.
Yeah, he threw another shoulder into him.
Yep. I mean, it was a good call initially. Akins with a personal. But that's a good call from our angle. We were right there in the play. And this will be a couple of free throws there.
Yep. Yeah, from our angle right here, there's no way you can deny that. That was uncalled for. The whistle was blown, the play was stopped, and Dunker threw his shoulder into it again. The referee's standing right there.
There'll be 2 free throws here for Jordan Morgan. And I know Ryan's aggressive and he's a little bit frustrated. It's been that type of stretch here over the last 3 weeks as the free throw is in. But again, he is the point guard, the leader, and the other free throws off to the right. You got to stay disciplined. That's just the name of the game, the name of any sport.
Yep.
And Ryan now on the bench. He's got 4 fouls. Brushed down by a baker's dozen, 52-39.
Marcus Contreras comes in for Ryan Dunker.
In the backcourt, taken by Aguilar. Aguilar dribbles to his right against Ben Brown. On the outside left is Bowles. Now to Hidalgo, spinning into the lane, hooking and missing. But I believe that was an offensive foul. Or, nope. Some down low. 3 seconds. We'll just call it 3 seconds here. Here comes Mount the other way. Bead Diggers can cut it to 10 once again with a 3. Mount left of the lane, in the lane, and he misses off the glass. And the ball's into the hands of Zach Hidalgo, and they want to run. Frontier Academy. Aguilar, jump pass, right corner. 3 is up and good by Ryland Akins. Holy Mahungas, and they've got a 16-point lead. Hey, they've stretched out this Brush defense by hitting those threes. Now the Mount three is up, and that's good. Trent Mount is having a big offensive game tonight. He's got 21. Aguilar at the top, and he traveled. And those three-pointers that Frontiers hit with Shade, with Akins, those have been killers here. Mount right wing three, and in and out. That's a good look there. The rebound to Lucas Bowles. On the outlet to Morgan, under 3 minutes to go. 55-42. Hidalgo is fouled. That'll be the 17th foul, and Trent Mount got him. That's his third personal.
Well, you know, with Mount just playing like he's been playing all night long, sooner or later those fouls are going to come out. But, you know, you got to like the aggressiveness. He's not going to give up. He's going to fight, and he's going to battle every time he's on that court. Nothing wrong with that.
Hidalgo's free throw is up and short. And the rebound into the hands of Salcedo is fourth. Salcedo, though, then was stripped. And was it a foul on Salcedo?
Yep.
No, it was against
God, he looked
Aguilar, yeah.
Pointed right to him for a second there.
All right, the Beat-Diggers have a shot here to make it a 10-point game, but their chances of winning are impossible, you would think at this point. Contreras on the outside left had the ball go off his hand out of bounds as Akins applied the pressure. The Beat-Diggers have committed their 18th turnover. And here comes Trent Mount. He had a brief breather. He's back in. And who's out there? 6 players on the court. Contreras is out. Well, Marcus got in there for a second, but immediately made the miscue. And, you know, when you don't get much playing time and you have circumstances like this, you could be on a short leash.
Yep. You're not going to – you just can't get into the flow of the game. It's very difficult.
And to throw it in will be Jordan Morgan. Bounce pass into Hidalgo, and here is Taylor Aguilar with a 3-on-3. Left corner, 3, Akins, good. Ryden Akins scored again from 3. That's their 4th 3 of the half. 58-42, and Mount drives and is fouled by Hidalgo as he drove to the basket. Man, I can't believe this. Hidalgo just committed his first foul.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to believe. As physical as this guy is, you think he'd be garnering up some more fouls than what he has been so far. But that means he's just playing a good, solid game, disciplined game, knowing where he's supposed to be on the court, not making mistakes.
The Mount free throw is up and in and out. The Beat-Diggers scored just 7 points in the third quarter. They were outscored 8 points, all by Trent Mount. Second free throw by T-Money is up, and that's good. Mount now with 22. 58-43. Morgan over to Bowles, now to Akins. He missed it, but a slam dunk off the miss by Zach Hidalgo. Wow. 60-43. He read that beautifully right off the rim.
Great awareness on the court.
The Mount 3 is going to be short. Jordan Morgan has the rebound. At this point, I think you clear the bench of your brush. There's a foul in the front court because now the Beat-Diggers are just going to show their frustration as Mount commits his 4th foul. And it's a 1-and-1. Taylor Aguilar to shoot.
And it was evident about 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the game. They were starting to force things. They were starting to get in a hurry. They were starting to panic because they know they had to score points.
Free throw is good. Beat-Diggers trailed by 18. This was a tie ball game at one point in the third quarter. That one's in. Lopez for Brush, 62-43. Down low for Salcedo. Defender in the air, puts it up left baseline. Good for Salcedo. 5 points all in the quarter. There's the lob into Bowles. Bowles against Perry. Dribbling left of the lane, puts up a shot and misses, but Perry got him with a body. And if the Beat-Diggers apply the pressure, then that's what Frontier's going to do. They're going to try and score. 2 free throws here by Lucas Bowles. And the first one is good. Second free throw upcoming. Bank of Colorado is proud to support local sports and academics. There's only one Colorado and one bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're just not a bank in Colorado. They're the Bank of Colorado, member FDIC. Lucas Bowles will shoot another free throw, and that's up, and that is off to the right. And the rebound. Controlled by the Bee Diggers. And Roberto Martinez. Is that him over? Nope, I'm not sure.
Actually, Jeremiah Donis is there, number
yep.
0.
Yep.
Martinez.
That is Donis.
Yep. Ray Cordova. Austin Perry, and Corbin Massey for Brush.
I have no idea why Hidalgo just committed that foul up by 18. That's a ridiculous foul. Adonis' free throw is in and out. Rebound into the hands of Michael Rutledge. On the outside right is Bowles. Back out to Rutledge, 1:18 to go. Entry pass into Pike. Reverse layup is missed. And Roberto Martinez grabs the Bee Digger rebound. Martinez straight away at the free throw line. Bounce pass over to Massey in the lane. Back out Martinez. 3 in the air. Good! Roberto! And it's 63-48. 57 seconds remaining. And Shade looked like he traveled. Then he was tied up by Massey. That's nice defense by the Bee Diggers.
Yep, Corbin Massey being really physical there. And as he grabbed that ball, he caused old Shade just to kind of flip and hit the ground.
I believe that's Beckman in there for number 44.
That's a big boy.
Yep. For Frontier Academy. 56 seconds to go. The Bee Diggers will drop to 2-6 in the Patriot League. Massey right of the lane. Back out to Perry straight away. There's Donez. Now to Ray Cordova. And he was fouled. 8th team foul. That one's on Beckman. And Cordova to the stripe. Another 1-1. And the free throw is off the back of the rim. Martinez has the rebound, but he's got to get rid of it. Instead, it's stripped away by Grant Shade. And then Cordova with a steal, but let's see, did he try or was he fouled?
Now he's calling a foul.
19th foul, and that foul was committed by Dylan Kraus. His first. Cordova's free throw is off to the right. Beckman grabs a rebound for Frontier Academy. Cordova 0 out of 2. And then we had a jump pass back to Rutledge after it was tipped away. Now they get it across the timeline. And then we got bodies flying in the lane. That was James Pike as the Bee Diggers committed their 10th team foul. And that is on Cordova. James Pike to shoot 2. It's a double bonus. That one is off the back of the rim. It's been a long fourth quarter, Ron.
Yeah, it's...
Second free throw, no good. Martinez grabs the rebound. Martinez at the top of the basketball. 16 seconds to go. Left corner, Massey. 3 is up and off the front of the rim. And Beckman grabs a strong rebound for Frontier Academy. And why the foul? It's just ridiculous. Come on. I mean, that's a good call, though. I mean, you're that tight on the... and I know you play to the end, but play to the end...
Play to the end, not foul to the end.
Right, yeah. And to the line is Rutledge, and that free throw is good. Foul was committed by Corbin Massey. Second free throw is off the back of the rim. Rebound by Krause. He puts it back up and in. Well, he didn't need to really score, but it happened there. 66-48. Here's Martinez, and time runs out. And a 25-point fourth quarter for Frontier Academy as they win the game tonight. by a score of 66-48. All right, let's see if we can squeeze this in, and we'll do it here. Let's take a 2-minute break. We're back in 2 minutes. The Beet Diggers fall by 18. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beet Digger post-game show tonight is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center with 3 locations to serve you better. Sterling Brush and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. Mr. D's Ace Home Centers. The Beet Diggers fall tonight in Greeley to Frontier Academy, 66-48. Let's bring in the head coach of the Beet Diggers, Tyrone Whipple. Coach, your team was down by double digits in the first half, but then you go on a 14-2 run to tie the game, and then Frontier Academy scores the next 13 points. And quite frankly, it's almost hard for me to believe. I know this is a tough league. It's hard for me to believe that this is only their third league victory. I mean, they've got athleticism, they've got size, they've got length, and they demonstrated that tonight. I think it was more, your team made some mistakes. That happens with all teams. But Frontier Academy, I thought, played pretty well on their home floor tonight.
Yeah, they played a good ball game tonight, and they deserve to win. I think we made a lot of mistakes, and once again, John, you just through three quarters, we only had 30-something points, and we're not going to win very many ball games like that. We've got to be able to score the basketball. I mean, that's the bottom line. I think we score in spurts, but we've got to be able to put the ball in the hole.
Well, and I know that Ryan Dunker tried to force the action, not one of his better games. I mean, he's such a reliable leader, but tonight it was tough for him, and it just seems that with your team right now, and I'm just not pinpointing him, but obviously he's got a lot of experience, a very talented player. It seems if one or two of your key players don't play as well, it's really hard to get going. There's only so many other players that can pick up the slack.
Yeah, and it's hard when we look down the bench. It's hard to find somebody to put in to fill that role because we need him out there to facilitate. But once he gets frustrated, it's a loss to us, and I think that's what happened tonight. He became a little frustrated, and together we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we executed the system the way we should, and we could have, but we didn't. I thought we defended Hidalgo well, but we just didn't do what we needed to do on the offensive end.
Well, Hidalgo didn't do anything really through the first 3 quarters. Obviously, in the fourth quarter, once the game started getting away, he had a couple more rebounds. He had that slam dunk off the rebound there. But I think for the most part, I mean, he was held down because we remember last year he was a big headache for Brush, and this year he did a better job against him.
Yeah, and that was our game plan coming in. We thought if we can slow him down, and we beat, and force the other ones to beat us, and that's what they did. But on the other hand, like I said, we've got to put the ball in the hole. We've got to learn how to score the basketball. And it just seems like our team chemistry isn't what it was, but we got to find a way to find it. That's my responsibility, and I own it. If teams playing like this, it's my responsibility to make a change or, find out what we need to do to get back on the winning track. And it's been really frustrating because we were off to a good start, and now we're on a huge losing streak.
Yeah, 6 consecutive losses. In terms of trying to establish a low post presence, that seems to be, such a huge challenge because of the lack of size. In the first half, you took 13 threes and made just 2. Much better the second half. I think it was 3 out of 6. Doesn't it seem that the only way you're really going to open up the inside is to hit those outside shots?
Yeah, we got to hit those outside shots or everybody's going to pack it in on us. So we've got to find a way to get at least, 30-40% of them to fall, and that's been a challenge. And we've got to be a little tougher. As you've seen, the ball goes down into the post, and we're not very tough down in there. Not saying that those guys don't have heart, but we've got to find a way to be tougher on the inside, can be more aggressive.
Finally, Coach, what about Valley on Tuesday? That's a team I believe that you played earlier this year, had success with. I know your team was playing some good basketball then, but you would think that's got to be the game to get back on track. A home game on Tuesday against a team that you're comfortable playing.
Yeah, we need to get these last 2. And we got to start there, one game at a time. That's the way I look at it. We go one game at a time and try to get back in it. And from there on, then we'll see what happens when we get into the league tournament. So,
now, what a tough league, isn't it? Sterling was beating Resurrection Christian by 8 points in the third quarter tonight. And Sterling will have an update of that game coming up momentarily. But this Patriot League is talented.
Yeah, it is. It's a talented league. And on any given night, anybody can beat anybody. So it is what it is. And, we've got to find a way to right the ship, okay, and fix our attitude, adjust our attitudes, and start playing Beat Digger basketball again.
Tyrone, always appreciate the conversation.
Thank you, John.
That's Brush head coach Tyrone Whipple. The Beat Diggers fall tonight by a score of 66-48. Now let's run through the scoring totals. The visiting Beat Diggers got 22 points tonight from Trent Mount, 7 by Jose Campa, 6 points from Adrian Lopez, and then 5 by Salcedo and Dunker, 3 points by Roberto Martinez at the end with that shot. But it was Trent Mount certainly with 22 points by far leading the Beat Diggers. But this Frontier Academy team, 10 players in the scoring column. They were led by Jordan Morgan with 18 points. Next up for Frontier Academy, they had 9 in the game from Zanago, and then 8 points from Rylan Akins and Hunter Umholtz. 6 points by Grant Shade with those 2 3-pointers, 5 from Taylor Aguilar, and then 4 points apiece for Lucas Bowles and Dylan Krause. And they had a couple of points there from Keegan Pike and 1 from Michael Rutledge. The Beat Diggers were out-rebounded 32-25 as Umholtz had 6 rebounds in the game. Adrian Lopez had 7 for Brush. The Beat Diggers committed 19 turnovers, 18 for Frontier Academy. Brush at the line was 10 out of 15, so 67%. Frontier Academy, after going 0 out of 6 in the opening half, they went 8 for 15 in the second half. Still not good overall, as Frontier led 10-9 after 1, 26-20 at the break. The Beat Diggers from the second quarter into the third went on that 14-2 run that I referenced with Coach Whipple, and they were tied at 29, but then Frontier took over from there, going on a massive 13-0 run. They outscored Brush 15-8 in the third, and then 25-20 in the fourth to win the game, 66-48. Ron, your thoughts on this game that was obviously frustrating for the Beat Diggers after they got back into the game?
Well, the problem that they ran into, and we talked about it earlier, is just finding that offense. You know, they had sparks where the offense worked real well. They were able to get some lanes open, get to the basket and score. But, you know, without that presence on the inside, it makes it very difficult. It makes them very one-dimensional. And when you're relying on those outside shots, you have got to be dead on with those. And if you even want to have a chance to stay in the game and set something up. And it was evident that they couldn't do that. And so it made Frontier Academy's job just a little bit easier because they knew that they took away the inside. They didn't have a threat there. They let them shoot the outside. They weren't very successful, so it made their job easy. And Brush has got to find a way to figure out where their offense is going to be so they can get back on the winning track. You know, defense is great, and you like what they've done defensively. But, you know, if you can't put the basket in the hoop, it doesn't matter how good your defense is there. You're not going to come up on the winning end, and they've got to find a way to get back on the winning track here with the next couple weeks, next couple games coming up to even have a chance in the tournament.
Frontier Academy is now 3-4 in the Patriot League. They're 9-6 overall. The Beat Diggers fall to 2-6 in league play and 8-9 in the season. First time all season outside of the first game against Akron that they've had a losing record. Beat Diggers will take on the Valley Vikings coming up on Tuesday night at home, and we will be in Gilcrest where the Brush Girls are taking on Valley coming up on Tuesday night. Brush Girls won handily tonight, 52-21, so they won 2 consecutive games, and they're looking for that 3-game winning streak against a team that they defeated earlier this season. And look at the Sterling Resurrection Christian score. Just got a fresh score. Early in the fourth quarter, Sterling leads Resurrection Christian 53-52 in Sterling. And if you're tuning into Facebook Live right now, that's on 105.7 KPMX, as well as KPMX.com. Outstanding job by our sound engineer and producer, Tristan Reyes. For Ron Albo, I'm John Beltran on Facebook Live, where the Beat Diggers fall tonight to the Frontier Academy Wolverines in Greeley, 66-48 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.